Ben Simmons haters today. Stupid. Oh my. This episode of Run It Back Philly is brought to you by the Teespring store. Click the link in the description. Get all the Run It Back merch, including this In Maury We Trust t-shirt and others. Go check it out, man. Use the code RUNMY20 for 20% off. I'm still a little bit under the weather here. I don't have coronavirus, so that's a good thing. If you thought I was dead and you were happy about it, joke's on you. I'm still here, haters. Coffee's making me feel better. BuyMeACoffee.com/runitback. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm very sorry. Thank you to Kiki. Kiki, thank you for buying me 5 coffees. 5. Kiki says, just saying thank you. Feel better. I'm not feeling better yet, but I'm getting there. Thank you for that. BuyMeACoffee.com/runitback. Run It Back Nation, what is good? It's your boy DJ Eastwood here. This is Run It Back Philly. Hit the subscribe button if you're brand new. 50% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed. I think that's very rude. I give you these podcast episodes every single day for free. All I want is a subscription, the little red button under the video. Click it right now. And if you're not a fraud, hit the like button. We got over 800 likes on the last video. Still looking for that 1,000. 5 seconds to hit the like button right now. And hit the dislike button if you're a fraud. Let's get into this. Of course, what's first going to be talked about is Ben Simmons' performance, Ben Simmons' fourth quarter performance. And first of all, if you're new here, I've been a little bit critical of Ben Simmons as of late. It's nothing new. And now he had a 15-point game, and everybody, of course, is going to come flying at me on Twitter and Instagram and everywhere else, calling me a hater, saying keep that same energy and all this stuff, with a tone in their voice that sounds like he dropped a 45-point, 16-rebound, 14-assist triple-double. It's just funny. It's still funny. How are you coming at me like this for a grown-ass max player scoring 15 points in an NBA game? Give me a fucking break. But seriously, to keep that same energy thing, it doesn't make sense to me. Keep that same don't switch up now. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. What does that mean? All I do is keep it 100. If Ben Simmons is playing like dog shit, I'm going to come right up here on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and say, Ben Simmons playing like dog shit. If he plays good and takes over the fourth quarter in a close game against the Boston Celtics, I'm going to sit up here and say, Ben Simmons played good. He took over the game in the fourth quarter against the Boston Celtics. That's all there is to it. We're pissed off when he plays like an asshole. When he puts up 2 field goal attempts in an entire game against the Memphis Grizzlies without Joel Embiid. We're pissed off about that. We're happy when he plays the way that we expect him to play, when he plays the way he's supposed to play. Keep that same energy. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, he was quiet 90% of this game, and then he just came alive in the fourth quarter. Apparently, he was angry because somebody slapped him in the head. If you got to slap Doc, Sam Cassell, somebody, Dwight Howard, slap Ben Simmons in the head every game. Before every game, just walk up to him and say, hey, Ben, smack the hell out of him. If that's what you have to do to get this guy to play like a max contract player, just smack the hell out of him. I don't understand that at all. But he came alive in the fourth quarter. He had 11 points in the fourth quarter, and that's all we want, Ben. I've been saying from the beginning, I want you to shoot, but at the end of the day, if you're not going to shoot, I just want you to be physical. I want you to be physically dominant, aggressive, and he did that in this game in the fourth quarter. He got that little spark in his eye. He got that little aggression switch turned on and said, I'm putting the ball in the hoop. He said, Marcus Smart can't guard me. He said, Tristan Thompson can't guard me. He said, I'm getting buckets. That's all we want. That level of confidence, that level of swagger, that level of aggression. You're 6'10", 240, strong and fast. You can be that dominant every game. Now, if he would have been dominant like that the entire game, he would have had a 20-point triple-double. 15, 3 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals, a nice swipe on Kemba Walker in the first quarter. Then Marcus Smart thinks he's going to take him one-on-one, like triple threat, ISO, Ben Simmons, and he just plucks him real easily. He had a missed floater and then it tipped it in the fourth quarter. He had the drive contact on Marcus Smart with the bank shot and one, and he gives a little bang and one. Aggression. Passion, enthusiasm, emotion. That's what we want from you. Then he gets a steal on a pass to Jaylen Brown and gets a wide open dunk. Then he gets a little Euro step right-handed hook shot floating layup thing it went in. I still hate it. He misses that shot 90% of the time, but that one went in. That was nice. Then he gets a little heat check Magic Johnson hook shot. Missed it, but I just loved the confidence from Benjamin Simmons in this game. Finishes with 15 points, 3 rebounds, 11 assists. And a key thing here is only 2 turnovers. Very secure with the ball. All right, the games that I was screaming my face off last week, where he put 2 shots up in the game, had 7 turnovers, and losing to the Memphis Grizzlies, this game he only had 2 turnovers. And he came alive in the fourth quarter, and he put the team on his back when Joel Embiid needed him the most, when Joel suddenly wasn't getting any calls, when Joel was getting tackled to the floor because the referees were like, you know what, I feel like making this a close game. Embiid had 15 free throws. He should have had 21 again. Ben Simmons put the team on his back when he needed him. That's what we want. And if it was knee injury, short rehab, short off season. He doesn't have his legs under him yet. Shout out to Abe Lincoln, Simo Green on Twitter. That's my boy right there. Shout out to him. He said, I just think Ben Simmons doesn't have his legs under him right now. And it's going to take him a good portion of the season after that knee injury to get that. And I get that. I just want the aggression and the effort. That's all I want from Ben Simmons. Okay. I heard that Ben Simmons said, maybe in his press conference or somewhere else, that he doesn't go on Twitter. He doesn't go on social media. I think that's a lie. Because those of you that are real OGs and remember last year when Ben Simmons replied to me on Twitter with the SpongeBob meme, you know, when I made fun of him for losing to the Knicks and Tobias Harris saving the day, he responded to me on Twitter with the SpongeBob meme. So he was on Twitter. And maybe that's what Doc Rivers and Sam Cassell and these guys are doing this year for Ben Simmons' confidence and his level of focus. They say, hey, Ben, get off social media. Stop reading Twitter. Stop clicking on Run It Back Phillies YouTube videos. Stop listening to all this negativity coming from the Negadelphians. Shut it all out and focus on your game. And maybe he is doing that this year. So if he is, that's a step in the right direction, Ben. I don't make these videos and these podcast episodes and tweet all this stuff for Ben Simmons to read it. That's not my intention. I'm out here expressing my honest opinions just for people to hear it and for people to give me their feedback. If Ben Simmons isn't on Twitter and isn't on Instagram and isn't watching YouTube videos, that's a good thing. Anything else I got to say about Ben Simmons? No. All right, so the Sixers are 8-0 with a full roster, okay? Before this game, my boy Kyle, shout out to Kyle, showed me the power rankings that the Philadelphia 76ers are ranked 11th in the league. behind the Phoenix Suns, behind the Portland Trailblazers. Where did the disrespect come from? Are you kidding me? We are 8-0 with a full roster. Now, we still haven't played a team above 500 with a full roster, so we still haven't had a true test. This Boston Celtics team without Jason Tatum is the biggest test we've had so far. And with Joel Embiid, we are dominant. I know Jason Tatum adds another element to the game, but I still think with Joel Embiid, the way that he's playing right now, and if Ben Simmons can give us 15 to 20 points and put the game on his back when we need him to and finish his little right-handed floaters, we can compete with anybody. I know what you're going to say. DJ Eastwood, you flip-flop like a fish out of water. Yeah, so what? My mind changes every day, especially with Philadelphia sports, because every day it's a different team, it feels like. But it is what it is. This game, good old Boston versus Philly knockdown drag-out fight. Both teams are good, and both teams hate each other. That is what we want as sports fans. We want Philly versus Boston, both teams at full strength, going head-to-head, bang, bang, bang. I can't wait. I want this to be a playoff series. I would love for these two teams this season to end up in a playoff series and go 7 games. I would absolutely love it. I love it. It gets physical. We got Daniel Tice out here getting a technical. We got Joel Embiid getting out here getting a technical. The game's getting physical. Everybody's yelling at the refs. Marcus Smart's yelling. Joel Embiid's yelling. They hate each other. And I love every second of it. I love every second of it. Joel Embiid still owns the Celtics. Do I really even have to talk about Joel Embiid anymore? When it comes to the Boston Celtics, there's nobody that can guard him. Daniel Tice is up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Tristan Thompson is up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. There's nothing these dudes can do. They can't guard him. Now, like I said, the referees stopped calling fouls. He was getting tackled in the fourth quarter. He should have shot 20 free throws. He only shot 15, but he finishes with 38 points and 11 rebounds, 73% from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, and puts the dagger on the Boston Celtics with an ISO on Daniel Tice and a little 1-foot step back from Curry range. 3-pointer. Do you know any 7-footer that can do that? Dirk Nowitzki. I'm giving it to Dirk Nowitzki, but the combination of Joel Embiid's post dominance and then his perimeter ability to play the game like a shooting guard is just something I have never seen before in my life. We are witnessing a historic NBA player right now. This is so exciting because we seriously are witnessing a historic NBA player. This is a guy that's going to be talked about for hundreds of years after this time, if the world's still around. I know the way things are going, it might be over in the next couple of weeks. But if the world still survives and goes on for another 50 years, Joel Embiid is going to be talked about. He's going to be a national treasure. And I want the Sixers to get a championship for this guy. And I want a Joel Embiid statue outside the Wells Fargo Center. That's what I want. It's his 5th game in a row with 30 points against the Boston Celtics. He's the second Sixer in history to do that to Wilt Chamberlain. So really, Wilt Chamberlain doesn't actually exist. So Joel Embiid is the only player in history to do that. And I say Wilt Chamberlain doesn't exist. Cliff Notes on Twitter, big Philly guy. He always says Wilt Chamberlain doesn't exist. There's no actual video evidence. And that's just funny because Wilt Chamberlain leads every category and everything, and it's really kind of annoying. It's like, okay, here's all the records except for Wilt Chamberlain is way ahead of everyone. Seth Curry came back after having coronavirus. He survived. I'm happy about it. Got his legs back under him, got his conditioning back in 2 days, and came out here and dropped 15 points and went 3 for 5 from 3. He had 8 points in the first quarter. Seth Curry was pissed. He's like, coronavirus, bro. Try to take me out of my game. I ball. That's what I do. He came right back on the court and started firing. He had 8 points in the first quarter. Dare I say, Seth Curry was rolling early like a 5 a.m. fire drill. right when you thought I didn't have any more. This team is so much better with Seth Curry on the floor. It is just beautiful to watch. His ability to handle the ball around the pick and roll, his ability to knock down wide open shots. And Seth Curry said before, when I'm getting looks like this, I'm going to knock him down. I don't think Seth Curry has ever been in this situation. I don't think he's ever had this many wide open three-point shots in his career. He's never had a big fast passer guy that's going to get him wide open shots all the time. He's never had a Joel Embiid that's going to draw double and triple teams into paint and get him wide open threes all the time. This dude wide open from three, it's literally a free throw. Any Curry brother, it's a free throw. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so happy to have Seth Curry back. I'm sure you guys are too. Tobias Harris had 23 points. He shot 83% from the field. He was 10 for 12 for 23 points. I mean, Tobias Harris is just back. His level of energy, his bounce, his aggression in the ISO, his coming off of screens. I mean, the thing that Doc Rivers and Sam Cassell and these guys and Dave Yeager and these guys are really doing is targeting mismatches. Their goal, you can tell on the offensive end, is to get Tobias on a smaller player because Tobias Harris, at the end of the day, is a stretch four. And when he gets a Marcus Smart on him or somebody smaller, ends up with a mismatch on Kemba Walker, they can't guard him. He's going to score almost every time. And it's just such a different player than what we saw under the Brett Brown regime. And system is everything. Some people out there are still trying to tell me it wasn't the coach. Some people out there are still trying to tell me it was just a bad roster construction. It wasn't the coach. It wasn't the coach. Man, come on. It's clearly the coach. Now, the roster construction is better, but the amount of motion on this offense, the amount of space, the amount of creativity, the double screens, the coming around a double screen and getting another pin down screen, the motion, making the defense move, and targeting mismatches. That is NBA coaching. The Brett Brown thing was pathetic. It was an embarrassment to NBA coaching. It really was. And I'm happy we're here. Doc Rivers revived Tobias Harris like I do to my crew members on Assassin's Creed when we're raiding a camp and they can't handle the smoke and they all start falling over and dying. I got to run around reviving everybody. Come on, bro. Get up. We got some gold to steal. We got some treasure to hunt. That's what Doc Rivers did to Tobias Harris. Doc Rivers revived Tobias Harris's career like Timbaland did Justin Timberlake. I don't know if some of you even know what that means. But my OGs, guys that grew up in the early 2000s, shout out to you. You know what that means. Tobias Harris, just his level of confidence is through the roof right now. He's like, give me the ball, I'm scoring. Period. Tobias Harris has a Kanye West level of confidence right now. Just walking on the stage and taking a mic. Get out of here. What's her name, man? Damn it. What's a blonde chick's name that Kanye West stole the mic from? I just had it. Taylor Swift. Why did that take me so long, man? Tobias Harris has a level of confidence like, let me try this again. I'm going to try this again. All right. I wrote this down, and I'm going to get it out. And I'm not editing shit. Kanye West. God! Tobias Harris has a level of confidence like Kanye West right now. Just walking on stage, taking the mic. Out of here, Taylor Swift. This is my show. Best video of all time. Beyonce had the best video of all time. Tobias Harris. Out of here, Joel Embiid. Out of here, Ben Simmons. I'm the highest paid Sixer of all time. I don't know if that's true. And sorry that took me so long to get that out. That's what she said. But what the? Matisse Thybulle is resurrected. Matisse Thybulle came back, comes alive, has a little bit of swagger, has a little bit of offensive rhythm. Of course, he plays great defense. He always plays great defense. He had a huge block on Kemba Walker. He had 7 points in the game. 1 for 3 from 3. Had a driving reverse layup with the left hand. It's great to see Matisse Thybulle get a little bit of offensive game, watch the ball go in the hoop a couple times, get him some confidence because his defensive prowess is so valuable and is game-changing. And if he can just not be a liability on the offensive side, right? If he can finish at the rim when he catches a pass or hit a wide open three once in a while, then Matisse Thybulle has a huge value on this team. And there's my damn cat. Dwight Howard still playing with that fire, still playing with that energy every single possession. Finishes the game with 3 points, but he had 12 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. He tried to end a man's life on an offensive rebound. Put back dunk. The Sixers bench was ready to go nuts. Joel Embiid jumped up in the air. Ben Simmons jumped up. I mean, just Dwight Howard, he's a man in a man's league. He just grabs a huge rebound and tries to absolutely assassinate a defender with a putback dunk, and he got fouled on it. But quiet game from Shake Milton. He puts in 6 points. Danny Green had one of those brick games where he went 1 for 6. You son of a... Psst. Yeah, Danny Green went 1 for 6 from 3, 16%. One of those games. Kork Maz, the Turkish trigger, hit a couple of threes. And that's it, man. Give me all your thoughts and opinions in the comments. What do you think this Sixers team with a full roster is capable of? Do you think we need to make a move for a superstar? Or do you think this team, fully healthy, with Ben Simmons being aggressive and Joel Embiid playing at an MVP level, do you think this team can win an NBA championship? Yes or no? Give me a yes or no in the comments. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, give me a yes or no on Twitter. And I'll probably put a Twitter poll up today to see what all you guys think. So be sure to follow me on Twitter at @IamDJEastwood. That's all I got, man. Give me all your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Hit the like button on the video. Until next time, which is tonight against the Detroit Pistons. And I'm actually excited to see that because Jeremy Grant, who we traded away for a Philly cheesesteak roll and a bag of peanuts, got a huge contract from the Detroit Pistons, and now he's the number 1 player on the team. And it's like, where the hell did Jeremy Grant come from? When did he become such a stud? So I can't wait to watch Jeremy Grant against the Sixers tonight. Tune in, man, and we'll have a podcast episode after that one. My name is DJ Eastwood. You guys have a blessed day. Peace!